You're 3-0 down. I just want to know, everybody here wants to know what the hell went on in that dressing room. Who was shouting at who? Were their boots flying? What was going on? It's like a disaster.
Tell the truth.
I mean, the whistle blows, and normally when you're coming off at half time, especially yourself, if it hasn't gone well, I'm normally shouting at the referee, the opposition, your teammates. But when the whistle blew, when you see the shot that was coming off, 7 or 8 of us, everyone's just walking off head bowed. Because what normally happen would be you'd be angry, frustrated with what's gone on. This was a different emotion. This was embarrassment. Absolutely, you embarrassed yourself, your club, on a huge scale, the whole world's watching. You can imagine text messages as you're coming off in the Man United, Chelsea, Everton fans to all supporters, and yourself on your phone, which you caught up with later.
Hope you enjoyed replying to that.
Of course. But it was embarrassment on a major scale. And as you're coming off, and I was coming off, I'm feeling, could this be 4 or 5? AC Milan had won 2 European Cup finals before 4-0. And I'm thinking we could actually maybe set the record in the second half as you're coming off. And if you lose the European Cup final 2-0, 2-1, 1-0, whatever it may be, okay, unlucky, you've had a goal, and you can enjoy the one that you've been on. You can look back and say, we beat Chelsea, great night in Anfield, Juventus, Olympiacos, Stevie's goal, all these great memories. But if you've lost that 4 or 5-0, no one remembers that. Everyone just remembers what we did in the final. And you look back and think, I wish you hadn't got there, because you actually embarrassed yourself. So we come in the dressing room, heads bowed for the first 2 or 3 minutes. There wasn't all kinds of shouting and arguing. It was, again, you feel like you've let yourself down. A game that you've been building up for weeks, biggest game of your life, and you're in a sorry state for 2 or 3 minutes. So deep in our command, go straight out to warm up, so we know he's coming on. And Rafa Benitez, his English, that was his first season, wasn't what it was, 4 or 5 years in. So throughout the season, whenever he made a change at half time, he used to just say, shower, and say the player's name. So he just said, Traore, shower. So he gets stripped off, goes in the shower. Then the physio and Steve Finn come out to a little room at the side, the physio room. And Dave Gallagher, the physio, says to Rafa, he can't continue, he has to come off. So then Finn starts arguing with the physio, saying there's nothing wrong, we have to continue. It's the European Cup final, he doesn't want to come off. So Rafa Benitez is in the middle of all this. So he says, Finn, shower, Jimmy, out the shower. Because he'd already made 1 substitution in the first half.
It sounds like a dog at like 11, doesn't it? It's Liverpool.
We played like that first half. So he already made 1 substitution. So he's thinking of a change, Jimmy, that's 2. And if Finn maybe carries on for 15, 20 minutes and comes off, that's his 3rd substitution. So I thought that was brilliant what Benitez did at half time, to think on his feet so quickly. So Traore comes back out, Finn goes in the shower. But through all of this, Jabril Sissy's in the corner with headphones on. And for some reason, he's been told that he's coming on. So we put the team up on the board. No one else is aware of this except Jabril. So the team board comes on, DD man comes back in. Rafa says, we're going to change the system. We're going to go to 3 defenders, Jimmy, Sammy and myself. Steven Gerrard's going to push further up. And Deepak Hammond's going to play the defensive midfield role. So then I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, even though we're 3-0 down, this doesn't look too bad. I'm looking at the board. We've got 12 fucking men. So I have to tell Jabril Cisse to take his headphones off, and he has to be taken off the board, calm down a little bit, and so that he'll be coming on maybe in 20 minutes half an hour for Barros, who was playing a lone striker role you would expect in those conditions with the entire towards the end. So he went back to the 11. I think the introduction of Deepak coming on, the changes Rafa made, I think made a major impact in the second half, but we got there by a couple of white crook at half time.
well, it is history, but hang on a minute, there was so much work to be done. When did you really believe that you were back in the game? I mean, I know you got the first goal, but even then, you're 3-1 down, you're against AC Milan. They could hold on to it all day. When did you realise, hang on a minute, I think we can do this?
3-2, I knew we were coming back. I couldn't say I thought we were going to win it, but I knew we'd get back into the game. At 3-2, you could just feel the emotion, the pendulum swinging from one way to another. I think the first goal was hope. I also give the supporters something to shout about. It closed the gap to 2 when I'd been worrying about 4 or 5 at half time, so I thought, well, okay, 3-1, not too bad, let's keep going. But you get that second goal, and as soon as that goes in, because it goes in so quickly, the supporters are still celebrating the first goal. So to then get the second goal, the roof just comes off the place, and you can see it in Milan players' faces. When the second one goes in, you can actually look at, I'm sure everyone in here has, look at the video, no one celebrates with Schweizer. Schweizer's running around on his own. Because everyone's running back. Get the ball, we need to get another goal, we're still not done this. So Schweizer's running, scored the European Cup final, don't forget that it's 3-2. But he has to stop celebrating and sprint back because we all wanted to get going again to get the third goal.
The third goal came. Just?
Yes, I mean, Steven Gerrard, we should mention that headed goal he got, the first one, that sort of, we forget about that because of what happened afterwards and the different things throughout the game. But that was a great headed goal, from basically the edge of the box, from a recent cross. But Steve involved again, I started the move in the back, coming out with the ball. Well, after the first half, you needed something. So I come out, passed it into Barros. Barros played a lovely flick around the corner. And Stevie, another change the manager made, pushing Steven Gerrard further up the pitch when he was attacking a defence in those days, he was the best in European football, no doubt. And that's where he was. He's running onto a board, he's running into the defence, he gets brought down. Should be a red card, I think, on the shoe show. And we get the penalty. And the funny thing about the penalty was, Benitez, most teams, you could probably name not just Liverpool, but most teams penalty taker. You think we take the penalties for, say, Arsenal or Villa today in the final, you'd say, well, he'll take it for them. But with Rafa, he didn't change every week, but it wasn't set in stone who the penalty taker was. So, to this day, it was Xabi Alonso. So Alonso was in midfield behind us, there's all commotion going on, referee arguing, the referees and all. And I see at the corner of my eye, Luis Garcia running for the ball. But you greedy little bastard, he knows he's not taking it. And I called him. And I said, what are you doing? He said, I said, you're not going to take the penalty. Xabi Alonso's taking the penalty. So Xabi ended up taking it, missing. But what he did then, to put it in with your so-called weak foot, Xabi didn't really have a weaker foot, but to put that in with your left foot, 3-3, and then you're thinking, as a natural sort of reaction, a footballer's reaction, maybe even supporters, is you've got something to lose then. So the game again swung again back into maybe, Milan's favour.
So when you go to extra time, did you honestly think, well, we can try and win this in extra time? Or did you honestly think, bloody hell, you saved it, let's get the penalties?
Well, extra time's surreal really when you come together, because don't forget, 45 minutes before was the last time you've had the whole group together. The staff on the bench, the subs, and you all look at each other and fucking hell. I've been through them, I saw you. But it's 3-3 and we've been hanging on him all the time. There's no doubt about that, and this is a great game for us to remember. But if you actually remember AC Milan for a moment, besides those 6 minutes, they did one of the best performances you've ever seen in the European Cup final. You're outstanding. You think of the players that he had in the team. He had, Maldini and Cafu, 2 great fullbacks. Stan, Nesto, Pirlo Gattuso won the World Cup 2 years later. Crespo, the best striker in the world, in Shevchenko, maybe the best attacking midfield player after that game, or rival Ronaldinho maybe is the best player in Carragher. And you look back at that team and you think, how the fuck have we been like that? What we did. The message at half time, we didn't need the message from the manager. We knew ourselves, we had a lot of experienced players, was we didn't have enough in the tank to take AC Milan on in that extra time. You know, they were coming on strong, and it was get to penalties, do what we can. I think the substitution being made to bring Cisse on to give us more pace than Barros or more energy. But we knew, from where we've come from to get to penalties, this is a miracle in itself. So for us, with Didier Man being on there, myself, Sammy, Steven Gerrard, John Arisa, experienced players, I think we knew what was needed. It was time on time.
Nail-biting penalties. Everyone can remember this now, can't they? The penalties, you know. What role did Benitez, the manager, play? What role did the players play in deciding who was going to take the penalties? Who put their name forward?
Well, he asked me, and I said, "I'd take one." He just carry on walking straight past me. And I remember that. But if you actually look at Liverpool's penalty takers, who took the penalties, now, he said to Alonso, "You're not taking one." Even though he's our designated penalty taker, when would you ever see that he doesn't take one in the shootout? Because he missed, he felt that would be playing on his mind, psychologically, so he wasn't taking one. Luis Garcia tried to steal the ball, he never took one, because he got cramped towards the end of the game, and Benitez didn't be strong enough to run up and take a penalty.
5 yards.
Well, that was his decision. And if you look at the 4 penalty takers for Liverpool, 3 of them were substitutes. So Dietmar Hamann scores, Cisse scores, and Spicer scored. So the 3 of them were fresher than everyone else, even though we may think, as you mentioned, only a 5-yard run up. 3 substitutes took penalties, and the one who wasn't submissed in John Arisa. Steven Gerrard was due to take the 5th one, but the way he picked those penalty takers was such attention to detail. That's another thing I think I give him massive credit for. But also, on the flip side of his jersey and goal, his role as well.
Had a word with him about all that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not too sure in Poland he was aware of Bruce Grobbelaar, but I made sure he was, and I was screaming and shouting around before the shootout, because Jersey, obviously not many people know, was one of the nicest men you meet in football. And I was pleading with him for 5 minutes to be Jamie Carragher, one of the most horrible men in football, on that goal, because I had visions of Jersey giving the ball to Shevchenko saying, "Good luck, Andre, hope it goes well for you." That's Jersey do, that's the type of lad he is. And I said, "No, you'll never get an opportunity like this again. You're in goal, you can win us the cup, do everything you can to put them off, whether they think it's bad sportsmanship, it's cheating, just don't worry about it."
See, these are the words of a manager. The celebrations followed, the parade through Liverpool, I mean, that must have been fantastic. Let's just talk about the managers now, because you only just mentioned Roy Evans. He's the man who gave you your debut. He's the last of the boot room philosophy. Then you had the disciplinarian, in the nicest possible way, or as a school teacher type, Gerard Houllier. Let's not forget, what he brought France as well, and his knowledge there. And then you have the attention to detail, the meticulous sort of statistician, Rafa Benitez. 3 very different characters. Did you take, or by now, did you really take in like a sponge something from each one of those?
Yeah, I was always like that. I always sort of listened to the manager, everything he said, whether sometimes you agree with it or not. You could always take something from a manager. And in Roy Evans, I was a young player, he gave me my debut, and that belief in me, I think any player will always say they'll never forget the manager who gives them that one chance. What comes after that? I've been helped by plenty of other people, helped myself as well, but without that manager giving me that belief and giving me that opportunity, I know there's so many players who give a lot.